New developments tonight on what may have happened in the shooting death of a Beaumont man. 80-year-old Stanley Leger died at a hospital after the Beaumont Police Department says an officer was forced to shoot him. On June 24th, officers responded to a reported aggravated assault on East Lucas at Galveston. A woman called saying a man fired a shot toward her. Police say when they arrived at the home, Leger walked out of his house with a rifle, did not obey orders to drop the weapon, pointed it, and one of the officers was then forced to shoot him. But KFDM's Justin Hinton is here to explain why the family and its attorneys have a different idea of what happened that night. Justin?
They do, Greg. They say he didn't shoot at anyone and he didn't aim at any officers. Instead, they paint a different picture of what happened that night that they say most likely stems from trouble across the street with his tenants. It's hard to tell from the outside the amount of damage Stanley Leger's rental property sustained. But pictures of the inside, provided by attorneys representing his family, show damage estimated at $18,000 to $20,000 in a one-month period.
Mr. Leger did everything he could to report them.
According to an eviction petition signed the week before his death, Leger said one of the tenants threatened to shoot him on his own rental property, changed locks, destroyed ceilings and walls, and threw them outside.
He called the police. He called city council. He called constables. He reached out to everybody he could think of to try to protect his property.
The Bernsens aren't sure what took place the night of June 24th that ultimately led to his death, but say the prior month most likely played a role.
Mr. Leger may, out of frustration, have fired a .22 rifle into the air. There are witnesses that have attested to that. It was not at anyone.
Cade Bernsen also says he did not aim a gun at an officer, the very individuals he says Leger was trying to get to help.
We have now interviewed witnesses that said that did not happen. That did not happen. He never pointed the gun at Beaumont police officers. And so that's a big discrepancy. That's a big issue.
Just two of several issues raised by the family and its attorneys that have called into question the way the investigation has been handled. The attorneys stress they are not pointing fingers at the Beaumont Police Department. They just want an outside investigator to clear up what they believe are discrepancies. Now, the investigation is now in the hands of the district attorney, which is standard procedure. We also reached out to the tenants. We went by the home and called the number on that eviction petition. No one answered. Greg?